Hello, brothers and sisters. Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, and welcome to your doom. I want you to talk about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty-gritty, under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very, very, very important. And now my videos are not important to the majority of masses of asses. You believe in God. I'm talking about that spook in the sky instead of yourself. You shouldn't watch my videos. All right? Do you smoke? Do you wear tattoos? Do you wear shades? Do you try to fit in with everybody? Okay? Do you have a superficial escapism syndrome in which you need to fraternize to get validation from other people? Do you do those type of things? Do you use any type of drugs? No. These videos are not for the majority of masses of asses. I keep saying this. All right, because most people don't have enough discipline to understand what I'm saying or even communicate, okay? All right, here we go. So this video is going to be about don't argue with infidels. Don't argue with people who want to use their feelings as evidence that the world revolves around them. Because you could talk blue in the face that you are this or that, you did your research on that, you did this, you did that, and they won't hear it because they're going on their feelings. Even if you show them that religion is folly, even if you show them that statistics show it doesn't matter. You cannot argue with these types of people. It'd be so waste of breath. As a matter of fact, it is better to argue with a tree than to worry about someone's emotions, because they have a false identity. Their raison d'etre is off. All right, so don't argue with them. They are very emotional people. Most of my families are like that. I did research shows. Let's say research shows, and you'll see what they said against the research. They will not even probably ask you, let me see that statistic, where you got it from. They're probably not going to ask you that if they're really that intrigued. All right, but that's my point of this video. Now, all my videos are 10 minutes long, but I try to put it down to 10 minutes long to make a point here. Because when I talk to people, I talk to hundreds and even probably even thousands. Like I say, I lose track of everybody I talk to. But when you come to aware of people who have these problems, these constructs, you have to test them out, right? You have to do a bit of psychoanalysis on the individual or individuals before you continue, because you can't get through. You're not going to get through. Like, I give you a great example. Most people believe in some sort of religion, and I tell them facts show that religion is folly. Okay? Religion is folly. Okay? And if you do the research, due diligence, you'll find out all religion is man-made. I'm talking about this because sometimes I have little spats, some arguments, and then I don't want to push it further because this person their eyes still closed. All right? Do not argue with people who don't like facts or research. They do not use a lot of common sense. Here's another one. People who smoke. I said that you can't talk to me about maturity or any type of level of maturity when you're having a cigarette in your mouth. That means you care nothing about your health. Capiche? I'm like, yo, what's going on with you? Why are you smoking? You know secondhand smoke is deadly. It kills hundreds of people every fucking day. Stop smoking. Eating too many fatty foods, chicken, fucking corn on the cob, fucking candies and snacks. They know that. But if you reveal it to them that they're immature and they don't care about their health, you don't want that type of person around you, do you? All right? You are the company you eat. Hey, you are the company you eat. Okay, it's really you are the company you keep. You have to be careful of your surroundings. There are people who are very spiteful. There are people who are envious and jealous. They do not care about logic. They only care about themselves because they are narcissistic in many different fields and departments. And when you start to point that out in them that they are more immature, then they don't like you. This is why it's not good to have a whole bunch of friends or socializing. When people need to socialize, those are not good people. Yeah. Because majority of the time, when you get in relations with other people, they will betray you. They are not truly your friends. Doesn't matter if it's family or friend or associate. The only way to literally, truly understand someone is to psychoanalyze them constantly. It's a constant thing. You have to do the 2-for-1 deal. Like if you give something to someone and they don't give back, and you know they got the thing that they can give you, and you gave out of your heart, but they don't give back out of their heart, you have to somehow analyze that and figure that out. And it takes time. And then you have to do a Mr. Raymond Reddington, like on the blacklist. You got to test them behind the scenes, that most people don't do that. They don't put the time in it. Like I tell women, if you really want to know if your boyfriend's legit, all you got to do is check the phone thing. Was he going to let you in his phone? And you can get another girl to set him up, to see if he's going to fail. Do that early. You don't do that late. You procrastinate. That's your ass. But I digress here. This video is mainly about, as I said before, time and time again, it's about testing people out, and it's about staying away from infidels and emotional douchebags. EDB. Emotional douchebags. Back in the days, I remember it was EDB, emotional douchebags, instead of non-playable character, NPCs, okay? There's a lot of terms and stuff that it's not popular now because millennials don't really respect their elders, okay? This generation is fucked, okay? There are no female virgins, especially in Western countries, colonized countries. There are no women who are into polygyny. There are most people, 90% of them, aren't raised by father figures, strong father figures. I'm not talking about the beta male character. When I see a father out there, his mind is not right. He don't think about money over the honey. He don't think about family as business. He's not thinking like that. I just encountered a guy who felt that he thinks that things there's unconditional. There's no such thing as the word unconditional. Everything comes with conditions, baby. And when I explained it to him, I constructualized and gave him the details, then he was like, yeah, you're right about it. If you think about it. Yeah, when you think about it like that, you got to think deeply. Everything comes with conditions. There's no such thing as unconditional love. You do not want to argue with someone who is not a deep thinker. But as a matter of fact, there's pros and cons will come with it. If you're not a disciplinary person, okay, you shouldn't be hanging with nobody because you can't protect yourself. I got no time for games with women. I tell them this is how it's going to be. You're going to smile every day. You wear a mask, that's your ass. Because usually when you're wearing a mask, it's going to crack eventually. I don't have time for games with little girls, kids, little boys, people who are just deceitful. And then when something happens to them, they want to say, sorry. No, you cannot forgive them. You cannot forgive them because you have told them, you warned them. All right. And then I do give them a chance though. I say, okay, I forgive you on one condition. You pay up. You pay for my services. That's how you get the money. You have to give them everything you got and protect yourself at the same time. Then there's collateral damage. All right. Because I tell guys all the time, this is how you can get paid, Instead of getting laid, stop thinking about getting laid. Stop putting your heart and soul into women, which most likely 9 times out of 10, women cheat more. And 9 times out of 10, by fact and by research, that women don't really care about the man in the first place. As a matter of fact, I told you before, there's 2 types of therapy. There's the professional one, you go to your therapy, you talk, that's business. He don't really care about your emotions. He don't want to know you personally. And then there's the personalized one. I get people telling me shit that I don't want to hear. Too much information that I've never heard before. But that's all I really got to say, though. Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And I got to go do my workouts, okay? Y'all take it easy. Take care of yourself and stay away from ordinary people. Stop doing that. Peace.